Welcome to lesson 2 on JShell. Here we're going to look at starting and quitting a JShell session. We will also look at the help that comes from JShell and setting the levels of feedback that the tool offers. So let's get to it. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to start JShell, and that's very simple. On your terminal or console window, you will type in JShell in small letters, and you'll see I get feedback, welcome to JShell, and I'm using version 11 of Java, and it tells you, yeah. So the next thing is, how do we get help? Well, it's telling you there. And note, when you start your line or your instruction with a / like that, these are all commands. All commands start with a /. So I'm going to say help, and that will bring the help, JShell's help, quick help with all different things. You got list, edit, drop, save, open, vars, methods, types, imports, and so on, reset. Okay, so we'll get to them. Another way, you can also get the short version of the help by just the / and enter, and as you can see, it gives me like a list of all the commands without the description. One can define the level of feedback and the prompt of your interaction with JShell by using the / set feedback. Then you got options you can select, which is verbose, normal, which is the default if you don't set it, concise, and silent. So let's look at an example of each. So let's start with the verbose. What you do is set feedback verbose, which is the gives you the most information, and you see there it tells me feedback mode is verbose. Then I'm going to say int x is equal to 10, and then I'm going to say again int x is equal to 20. So I've changed it, and you can see in the verbose mode it gives me, this is what I typed in, the prompt JShell. It gives me a description of my value, so my value and description, and it gives me an update. It was created an int value, and also it gives you, when I modify it, again the value and description, and it tells me modified variable int, updated overrode variable int. This is the most verbose, most detailed. So if I go and set it now to set feedback to the normal mode, which is the default mode, and there I've set it to normal mode, and I do the same, int x is equal to 10, then I say int x is equal to 20, and you see the normal mode doesn't give me, it gives me the value of the value of x and its description, but it doesn't give me this one here that it created, and it doesn't give me the modified and overrode, so it's less descriptive. Now the next one you can go to is, I can now go and set it to concise. And then already you can see it's not giving me my feedback of set to normal or set to verbose. Okay, and then I'm going to say int x is equal to 10, int x is equal to 20, and note another thing is it gives me my prompt, but in the first two, the verbose, between them I get a line feed, and yeah, I don't. You see, it just jumps to the next line, so it's more concise. It's got no line feed in between my inputs and output. Okay, and then the last one is set feedback, and I'm going to set it to silent. And then as you can see already with the silent, but I'm just going to finish it quickly. Int x is equal to 10 and int x is equal to 20. It does not, just like this one, it doesn't give me the, just like the concise one, it doesn't give me the display of my variables, both of them. But in the silent one, it also doesn't display JShell anymore. You see, my prompt is just an line with an arrow. Okay, so I'm going to set it back to verbose. Okay, now I've got it back to my verbose, and now when I'm finished and I want to terminate my JShell, you see I'm in JShell here. Now I want to terminate JShell, so I'm finished with the JShell. It's the command / indicator and exit. And then goodbye, and you'll see I'm no longer in JShell. We've come to the end of this lesson where we looked at starting a JShell session, displaying JShell's help, setting up the feedback levels, quitting a JShell session. I hope you learned something from this lesson, and please be free to put your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the like and notify button. I've also got a Facebook page related to this channel that you're welcome to go look at. See you at the next lesson where we'll carry on exploring JShell. Until later, happy coding.